Welcome to Arise Entertainment 360. I'm Shannon Lanier.
And I'm Kasira King. Live from New York, we're here with your 360 look at entertainment, arts, and culture.
That's right, and we're in for a great show today, if I must say so myself.
But we are starting with some very sad news. And Mark Salling, who starred on the hit TV musical Glee, has been found dead as a result of an apparent suicide by hanging. Now, you might remember that he was arrested back in 2015 after authorities said that they found more than 25,000 images and 600 videos depicting child pornography on computers and thumb drives owned by the actor.
Yeah, and then in October, he pled guilty as part of a plea deal that carried a sentence of 4 to 7 years and also required Salling to register as an official sex offender. So some people are pointing at that situation as the reason why he committed suicide.
And it's, I mean, it's not hard to understand, you know, because it's not something that you really want on your record, is it? And we can see what that did to him in the previous picture that we just showed. He'd gained a lot of weight. You know, he wasn't doing very well prior to his death, so our thoughts and condolences do go out to his family.
Yeah, and you know what? A lot of people were talking about the Glee curse and how, you know, there was another star of this show that passed away. He played the main character, Huck, and then he passed away in some overdose, and so now, you know, hopefully the rest of the cast will keep it clean and keep it together.
Absolutely.
All right, so on to, I don't know if it's just as sad news or not, but the climate.
It's hysterical.
It's okay, it's hysterical. Well, the climate for last night's State of the Union address was stormy with a chance of sun, actually no chance of sun in sight, right? Well, CNN polled that 4 out of 10 people who actually had the stomach to watch the address, not me.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
4 out of the 2 of the 10 people that actually watched.
Right.
There we go.
So Trump's parents and maybe
so like the 1%.
his family. Yeah, okay. Well, they actually watched the address and said that they were not confident that President Trump has the ability to carry out his duties.
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, maybe the best indicator of the night can be viewed on the faces of the audience members. So, you know, you had some people who had seething anger shown on their faces, such as Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi, who had Twitter going crazy with their screenshots and retweets.
Oh my God, it was hilarious. Actually, Bill O'Reilly even tweeted that Nancy Pelosi looked like she was sitting on a nail. Ouch! Look at these faces. You're like,
you know what I love about this picture? The Black Caucus is all wearing Ghanaian kente.
Don't you love that?
Yes! Go Africa!
Showing that pride, of course, making a statement about his a-hole comments, and they wanted to make sure their presence was known.
And Pelosi wasn't having it. And in fact, Bill O'Reilly actually tweeted, like you said, that Nancy Pelosi looks like she's sitting on a nail,
there she goes,
as we can see on screen. But ouch indeed. Even Jim Carrey posted a tweet of a cartoon character reading, "The blind shall see and the lame shall walk, and the cheats shall inherit the earth."
Wow, wow, wow. And if that wasn't adding insult to injury, Kathy Griffin, who you know is not a fan of Trump, posted, "All I want to hear tonight is Stormy's State of the Stormy's Union." State of Stormy's Union.
I mean, I'm not terribly sure what that means, but perhaps Stormy can clarify it for us.
She's been on like every talk show talking about it.
I thought that's what she was going to do yesterday on Jimmy Kimmel Live because, you know, she came on, but she was being quite coy. So all the viewers, including myself, were left rather disappointed because the alleged ex-mistress, Stormy Daniels, of President Trump, we thought she was going to dish on her rumored affair with the press.
Right. I was like, come on, give us some details. Give us something.
Nada.
Well, that's the question on everyone's lips after she appeared and basically was just trying to say, well, kind of, sort of. What are you saying? Just check it out. You'll see what we're saying. Check this out.
No, you either do or don't have a non-disclosure agreement, which... If you didn't have a non-disclosure agreement, do you have a non-disclosure agreement?
Do I?
You can't say whether you have a non-disclosure agreement, but if you didn't have a non-disclosure agreement, you most certainly could say, I don't have a non-disclosure agreement. Yes?
You're so smart, Jimmy.
Thank you very much. Okay. So...
I mean, he tried everything. He had a puppet and gave it to her, like, here, let the puppet do the talking. Now, while Stormy Daniels wouldn't confirm or deny the affair, she did say that she didn't know where that written statement that was released denying the affair came from. She was like, that's not my statement.
But do you know that she didn't confirm nor deny that she had signed the NDA regarding the reputed affair?
I know it's a lot to deal with. Did you? Did you not?
Thank you. Just tell us.
I think somebody just needs to pay her the $130,000, give it to her so she can then tell us everything.
Well,
Who cares
I think
about
she's
the
been
money?
paid a little bit more than 130,000, which is why your money doesn't interest her. And we will be right back with more Rise Entertainment 360.
That's a great point.
You see?
She's
Been paid a lot. Welcome back to Arise Entertainment 360. Now, our next guest may only be 14 years old, but he's already taking the world by storm as an actor, singer, and Broadway star of Disney's The Lion King.
Wow, and he's currently co-starring in Taraji P. Henson's film Proud Mary, and his new Netflix series Everything Sucks premieres February 16th. Jahil, Winston, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Now, you do not strike me as a 14-year-old. You've got so much presence.
Really?
Yes.
Presence.
Look at him. He's like, really?
Yes.
Yes.
Pose. Strike it.
I love it. So tell us, how did you get started? Because you're only 14 years old.
Yes.
Normally people get started at your age.
Right.
But you've already achieved a lifetime worth of things that other people don't even get to do.
Yeah, I mean, how I got started was basically, I'm from Atlanta, and that was a big place for television and film. At the time, it was just starting to break in, but it wasn't really there like it is now. So I just got a casting call, an open casting call sent by my brother's friend for Disney's The Lion King on Broadway, and then I just went, and then everything kind of took a turn of events from there. I ended up getting it, moved here to New York, stayed here for almost 2 years, and then everything just kind of went on
So you were
from there.
12 when that happened.
Yeah, I was like, I was 10 when I got it, and then I was
my
12 when I left.
goodness.
and
Not
then,
everyone
yeah.
can say, oh yeah, my first
Shannon,
gig
what were
was
you doing when
Lion
you were 10 years
King.
old?
Nothing.
That's
Playing
okay
video
too.
games. Like,
That's okay too.
Look, that's pretty impressive. And you
Thank
went
you.
on to have much success even after that. And now you're starring in, or co-starring in, the Proud Mary film. What was it like the first time you saw yourself on the big screen?
It was a little weird. I mean, I don't really like watching myself because, I mean, it's just hard to look at the movements and, you know, everything that I do.
Are
But
you critiquing yourself the whole time?
absolutely,
Like, right.
yeah. My head looks so big. No, but yeah, like that was weird. But it was a full circle moment. It was a dream.
Oh, wow. Now you have to tell me, because we just saw her on screen now, what was it like working with my twin, Taraji P. Henson?
Yes.
In my dreams.
Yeah, that's okay.
Taraji P. Henson, Taraji is she's great. I mean, we had similar things in common. I mean, my mom is from Southeast DC, Taraji's from Southeast DC, so it was just family. You know what I'm saying? Every time we were on set, it was family. She was very nurturing, very motherly, and just really great. And I loved working with her.
Well, did her or Danny Glover give you any words of wisdom about the industry? What they say?
You know what? I'm learning that a lot of vets usually don't just pass out advice. They lead by example.
Okay.
And both of them lead by example. I mean, Mr. Glover, he just, in an instant, he just turned from like this nice guy to this like stone cold like killer, and he's a character.
Just turn it on.
Yes, just turn it on. And Taraji, I remember she said, I was having trouble in the scene. She was like, "You're good, kid. Believe it." I was like, okay.
Oh,
Wow.
I believe it.
I believe it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. So wait, you have to tell me why you called Taraji
Right.
and Danny Glover Mr. Glover.
She doesn't want me to call her Miss Taraji, Miss Henson.
She was like, I'm too young. She's
Right.
like, is that what it was?
She's like, I feel old. I was like, not old, but yeah.
You were just showing respect. That means you were brought up right. Good job,
Right,
Mom.
right.
Brought up
Thanks,
right.
Mama.
I like that. All right, so now you're on the big screen. You've done Broadway. You've done it all. What do your friends think? Do they still treat you the same? Are you the big man on campus now? What?
Yeah, I'm a lot of an introvert. I don't like having a whole bunch of like friends, but most of my friends are people that I knew before my career started picking up like that. Like my best friend, Caleb McLaughlin, actually plays Lucas on Stranger Things. So you know, it's at the end of the day, it's work. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's kind of like, oh yeah, that's good, man. You know, we out here winning. Like everybody's kind of rooting for each other, so they're all really happy. Yeah.
So these are your Netflix buddies?
I guess so.
Yeah, because you have Everything Sucks that's coming out now. So
Yes.
tell me what it was like working on a production that is about this coming-of-age dramedy. What was that like for you?
It was a lot of fun. I like being 14 and playing like a 14-year-old, not being 14 and playing like 9 or 10.
Right.
Is like, it was really cool because a lot of the stuff that my character Luke goes through, I go through as well, just as growing up and different things like that. So it was really fun.
So, but your character, Luke, is like a misfit in the AV club. Like, who joins the AV club? That's okay. But, so, what about in real life? He's like, do I?
In real life.
So, tell us about real life. Is this close to your real life
No.
personality? Okay.
No.
You said
I
you're
wouldn't
introvert.
join.
What else is about you and what is similar to this character?
Yes.
Luke is very persistent. You know, once he has a goal, he goes for it, and very strong-willed, a hard worker. That's really it. I mean, he's really down to earth, but he just is very strong-willed and very persistent in everything that he wants to achieve and wants to accomplish.
Okay, that's good.
So you have a new movie with Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston coming out. Now you have to tell me, what was it like working with two crazy, hilarious guys?
Yeah. Well, Kevin was really dope. I mean, he's just a nice guy. A lot of people think that like when you meet Kevin, he's like doing his stand-up bit, but it's not that kind of funny. Like he's just so down to earth and just like, hey, what's up, man? Like, what's going on? Like,
you sound exactly like him.
Yeah, like he's so dope. And Bryan was just amazing as well. Very down to earth, very cool. They're both just great guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And when you're not on the big screen, you're not, on Broadway, you're doing a lot of singing and dancing, and you had a single just drop back this summer. So, can you give us a little taste of the single?
A little 8
Warm it up. Me.
All right.
Singing career.
Okay. I'm looking in my future. Oh, I'm gonna make it. Nothing can hold me back now. Oh, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna shine, shine, shine. Oh, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna shine, shine, shine. Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
You better sing, honey. God.
He's already made it. Let's make that clear.
Can you give me that song? Yes, we're going to be singing this every morning.
It's our inspiration as we look in the mirror and wake up.
Yes,
I love that. So where did the concept, I mean, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but where would you say the concept for that song came from? And where do you get your inspiration for songwriting from?
Well, you know what? My god brother, Dennis Lamar, he wrote it like years ago, like 2008, 2007. And it was kind of that 2008-7 kind of sound, but then he brought it to me and he was like, I modernized it, I did this to it. I was like, oh, okay. I already knew it because he played it for me like when I was really, really young. And then
when you were really, really young?
Yeah.
5
years ago.
Okay.
Years ago.
You know what it reminds me of? It's got that kind of like K-pop, Korea pop flavor.
Yeah.
Justin
It's very,
Bieber kind of flavor.
yeah. We see what you're doing. Planning on taking the world by storm.
Right. I see. He's already doing it, right? But, okay, so what do you enjoy doing more? Acting on TV and films, Broadway stuff, singing? What is it?
I can't really like, I try not to think of it like that. You know, they're all so different and I utilize like different skills of mine when I'm doing all of them. So I can't really put them on that kind of level of like comparing them of like which one I like better. But you know, I like doing all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So now I have to ask you, if you weren't a multi-talented actor, dancer, singer, everything, all-round creative, what would you be doing?
I'd be at home. No, I'm just kidding. I would probably be maybe a lawyer.
Oh, interesting.
No, I feel like I would end up being in entertainment though. Like I would
Entertainment lawyer, right? Exactly.
entertainment lawyer. Like I'm still a lyricist. I would probably write for other people, be a rapper, or something like that. Like I would still end up being in entertainment.
So who would be your dream collaboration?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Nice and quick. You didn't even
Jay-Z,
think
are
about
you
that.
listening? I
Yes,
hope he's listening.
Jigga.
Yeah.
Jay-Z,
calling.
we need you to
Hold
work with
on
him.
1 second.
Please,
I
right?
hope it's on the line.
You guys,
We'll speak during the break.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
While
Yeah,
we're waiting
gotcha.
for his call, because he will call, what about a dream role? What's your dream role or your dream partnership on the film you would like to be?
My dream role.
Yeah.
I would like to play like maybe like Denzel Washington, like an American Gangster or something like that, like a dapper, you know, like Stone Cold kind of guy. And dream collaboration would probably be like Denzel Washington or like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Maybe
on
you
the
can
screen.
play Denzel in a movie. You play the younger version of Denzel.
Maybe.
That'd be hot.
That would be dope.
So now I've got two people that I've got to call
Right.
for during the break.
Yeah.
Hove
get on
and
that.
Denzel,
Yeah.
Papa
Yes.
Washington, not a problem. So
Right.
we're going to have to go to break so I can make that call.
All right, let's do it.
Okay,
Thank you
alrighty.
so much. And your new show is going to be on Netflix starting February the 16th.
Yes.
It's going to be available. You can binge watch it there, see it all.
That is
Everything.
what we
All right.
plan to do.
Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you very much.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, honey. And we will be right back with more Rise Entertainment 360. Welcome back to Arise Entertainment 360. Now, we recently sat down with a group of rising stars in the music industry on the show, and they were called Replay. Check it out.
Strange, cause I don't walk like, talk like I'm different. They say I'm strange. I think I like it that way. They say I'm strange. Cause I don't walk like, talk like I'm different. They say I'm strange. I think I like it that way.
That was the video Strange, which has more than 3 million views on YouTube. And it's a song of our next guests who are well on their way to winning their very own Grammy.
Yes, they are. They are Def Jam Records' newest R&B pop girl group, Replay. Oh my goodness, I love you already.
I know, right? I love the energy.
Right, welcome to Arise 360. How are you?
Thank you for having us, Howard.
Oh,
They
I'm
even
good.
talk in unison.
I know, right? I want to be part of this star group. I feel so left out.
Can I be the big brother?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
Big
you
sister?
have to give us a roll call first
Yes.
of all. Who's who?
I'm Kai.
I'm Lay.
And I'm Shay, and we're
I told you I was part of this. I'm going to be part of it by force. I'm a part of it. How did you guys come up with the name for the group?
Yeah.
That's something I was thinking about. I was like, the name has to mean something. So when people see us, they gotta be like, okay, that means something. So I was like, when people hear our music, I want them to replay it over and over and again.
Let's put it on repeat and keep going.
Yep.
On
All right,
replay.
on replay.
There you go.
Right, okay. All right, so wait, you guys are all sisters?
Yes.
All right, so who's older and who acts older?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest. Does she act like the oldest?
Who's the mummy of the group?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, does she bully you?
No, I did not.
Look.
I'm not a bully.
You're a whole year older, like, right? 18
I'm 18,
now?
yeah,
18, okay.
She looked at you like, huh?
Right? Just here? Okay.
Now,
So-
tell us about what your thoughts on the Grammys, because of course the Grammys recently just passed.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people saying that maybe it wasn't the best version of the Grammys that it's ever been. What did you guys think?
I liked it.
I
Me
liked
personally,
it.
I liked it.
I liked Kendrick Lamar's
Yes, I did.
performance.
Elton John and Miley Cyrus' performance, I liked a lot.
And our label mate, Alessia
Her,
Cara.
yes, congratulations to her. Yes.
Absolutely.
So were you guys
It's
spending the
exciting.
whole awards saying to yourself, when I win, I'm going to say that?
We were really sitting there doing that. We was like,
Yes.
we were practicing. We would be crying. We can't even get our breath. I'm like, thank you so much.
They are ready.
Yes.
I'm sure you won't have to wait long until that comes. But
Yes.
tell us more about the group and what it's like being in a group with your sisters. That means you guys are always around each other.
Yes, 24/7.
And people always ask, like, do you guys argue? We do argue.
Yeah, we argue.
But it's never like a lasting moment. Like, it's like when we argue, it goes away just like this.
Yeah.
So no one will ever notice. Like, we could have got into an argument before we got here, but nobody would know. Not saying we did.
I mean,
but,
So we
That's
spoke about
needed.
Alessia Cara's win and the fact that she's your label mate.
Yeah.
Tell me about that moment you got the call that Def Jam was ready to sign you. How did you feel?
It was surreal. We was
Yes.
like, are you serious? Like, are you? We just kept asking them, are you serious?
And it was not overwhelming in a bad way, but it was like my adrenaline was pumping. It was so exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yes,
That
it
is
is.
exciting. You guys haven't turned back. You've been putting out great music. How does it feel to be viewed so many millions of times? Well, both of you know your hits that are out right now.
Yeah.
How does that feel, and what do your friends say
3
about
million
that?
That's incredible. I really love that kids are really listening and they like this positive message. That was
Okay.
really amazing.
Yeah,
And
and- Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I feel like that's where we relate with like Alessia Cara and Logic, because we all fall under the same message. So I feel like that's really good too.
So we have a lot of people that come on the show, and generally with the singers, for some reason they've all started singing at 7 years old in church. How did you guys start singing?
In church.
Yeah.
In church, yeah, we did. I feel it.
How old were you? Were you 7?
Ever since I could talk.
Yeah.
Wow. So then how did you start the group? Was it everybody came together, or did your parents push you to start it? How did it come about?
Well, individually, we were doing music for like years. Like she said, since we could talk, she was really passionate about dancing.
Yeah. She was doing music too, though.
I
was.
Okay.
We were all singing in church.
And one day we were like, it's really not that many girl groups that's out right now. We should join a girl group, and we're all sisters. We got talent, so let's just put this together. We came to the studio, and Shay was in the studio writing a rap. She was killing it. Dad heard it. He was like, Shay needs to be the rapper.
Oh,
Like,
so you have to spit some bars for us then.
Right.
Okay.
What you got?
Don't get comfy, anybody can get replaced. Disrespect me, you getting carried like a briefcase. These chicks running for my spot like a relay, and I ain't never looking back. No replay, party like my beat day, mix it like a DJ. Cops killing us, but they don't care about what we say. Don't hesitate for better days, so every day we pray.
How is it possible to be jealous of 17 and 18-year-olds? I'm so jealous of
You know what? They're giving me a real Guess Who vibe. TLC vibe right now, right? They got the colors going off.
Thank you.
Did they inspire you guys' music at all?
Yes, they did. We were inspired by a lot of groups, though.
Were y'all old enough to remember TLC? Okay.
yes,
Who doesn't know TLC?
YouTube, y'all was YouTube and it wasn't y'all. They wasn't like when they was hot, when they was like in the
Oh
prime.
yeah, we
They
watching
weren't
all
alive
the
yet.
shows.
Y'all
We
was
watched
like
a lot of
babies.
their performances and stuff, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's amazing. So who would you say outside of TLC are some of your inspirations?
Destiny's Child,
Of course.
SWV.
You guys say everything in unison. It's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it happens. It's not even something that's planned.
Okay. Now, one thing I want to make sure is on the table. We cannot have y'all break up. Y'all sisters. Now, most girls will stand up, y'all talking, breaking up. How are y'all making sure that does not happen? Y'all stay best friends.
we make sure that we have respect for each other. There's a lot of things we make sure we do to make sure this bond stays true. And I mean, we're sisters. We love each other at the end of the day. And can't nothing change that.
Girls, what is in the pipeline for the year? When are we going to get an album? When are we going to see you live performing? Because I'm going to be there front and center like, what? What you talking about? Yes, of course. I'll be the opera singer of the group. So what can we expect for 2018?
Well,
EP.
Yeah.
Yes, we definitely
EP.
expect an EP.
So working on the EP.
And then the album. Well, we want to take us to by singing a little something that we can, you know, either get now or on the EP or whatever y'all want to sing. Just take us to break. All right.
Although we come till the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. Come till the end of the road. Still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you.
All right, Replay in the house at Arise360. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
We'll be looking out for you on social media and on YouTube. All right, thank you
You
so
girls
much.
are
Replay.
amazing. You're
Yes.
born to be stars, and I can see why Def Jam signed you.
Yes.
Thank you.
They are already stars. So thank you guys so much. And 360 will be right back.
Yes, we will.
Welcome back to Arise360. Now, the Super Bowl is only days away, and what would a game be without a party?
Hi. Right. Here to make sure your Super Bowl party scores a touchdown is your guest, celebrity event planner, Yas Quiles. Hello, Yas.
Hi there.
How are you?
Very good, very good. Good to be back.
Yes, welcome back, and thank you for bringing all this. It's amazing.
I mean, you've got to walk us through it. First and foremost,
yes.
can you educate a young British Nigerian woman on what the Super Bowl is and why it's so important and why you Americans have a feast on the weekend.
Well, first of all, it's the biggest game of the year. So you have the Eagles from Philadelphia who are competing against the New England Patriots. And so it's honestly, again, biggest game of the year and so important for so many Americans because it is the #1 sport in America.
Interesting.
And that's why we have to have a big party, have everyone over to the house, and eat tons of food. Like you brought here. But before we get to the actual things on the table, what kind of thought process goes into putting a party like a Super Bowl party together?
Yes.
Okay, well, first of all, let me just say this.
Okay.
Hosting a Super Bowl party is not for everyone. So let's talk, let's take into consideration whether or not you have the right venue, right? So it's great to have great intentions. However, if you have a very small apartment and you don't have like a very large television.
That's so shady. If you live in a studio, don't invite me around.
Well, you know, the whole thing, again, big game, very important, and also visuals are really important as well, right? So one thing to consider is the size of your television, right? Because you want to make sure to see all of the action.
Right.
Now.
55 or larger.
That's right.
We want a cinematic experience.
Exactly.
No, it's true. The other thing that we should consider, especially now, so many people have like Wi-Fi enabled television who don't necessarily have cable. And in those instances, we want to make sure that we don't go to that person's house. Because God forbid if that Wi-Fi goes down, then, you know, we are missing a game and we cannot have that.
That is hilarious.
Okay, so not everyone can throw the party. Got
Not
it.
everyone.
All right.
But we can all come to my house.
There you go.
Oh, open invitation.
Baller.
We'll be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty.
So what about the theme? How important is the theme? I see you have definitely a football theme going on here with the green turf
Is it
now, which is
important
awesome.
to have a theme, or can you just focus on good food?
Okay, well, I will tell you the truth, right? Most football fans will say, as long as you have television, you have some food, you're good. But we don't do stuff like that, right?
No, we gotta go big.
No. We have to go big or go home. So in this case, we wanted to stay a little bit neutral and have like a versus competition theme.
Right.
So in this case, we have very much the Eagle side and then the Patriots side.
I get it. Because the New England Patriots wear blue, so you've got the blue sodas.
Exactly.
And the other team,
The Eagles.
the Eagles wear green.
Yeah.
Aha, I'm catching on quick.
Wow, you've thought of everything.
I tried to.
So, what are these?
Yes.
Okay, well, I think this is a good segue into how we entertain, right? Because there are people like yourself who may not necessarily be football fans, right? And so we want to make sure that those people are accounted for.
Gotcha.
So a couple of things that we can do there is take them into consideration. So A, do we have a space within our homes or wherever the venue is at where they can, you know, chat amongst themselves, right?
Okay.
B, another thing that we can do is look at the commercials. The Super Bowl is known.
Everybody loves the commercials.
Yeah, we were speaking about the fact that they cost $5 million for a 30-second space.
Well, yep, no, it's really important. And so one of the things that we can do is rate the commercials as an example to make that commercial time lots of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got all these things, and then it comes down to the actual food, of course.
Right. My favorite part.
Woo, tell us what you've brought today.
Okay, well, today I have bull bites. And essentially, grazing time is really important during the game because it's a 4-hour game. Can you believe that?
4 hours?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
wait, sorry.
But no, you have a halftime show, you have
Exactly.
the commercials, they break it up.
Oh, okay.
A couple of years ago, it was known as the Beyonce concert.
Do you know what I actually heard about it?
This year, it's Justin's concert.
Oh, okay.
And
So
maybe
where's the sport coming?
Right? You never know. She might just pop out.
I hope so. Okay, so you focused on lots of things you can pick up and go with, right?
Right, exactly. So one of the things I wanted to consider is having lots of little food that's mobile, right?
Okay.
So you can kind of pick up and go with it.
You mean pick up like this and go with it.
Smart. Very, very smart.
That's what she said. Pick up and go, all right?
One of the other things that to consider is a lot of people have like, you know, diet restrictions, right? So that's something that I really wanted to be accountable for. So as you can see here, like even like the wings, I left them dry and have some sauces there. So
Oh,
you
what
can
kind
have
of sauce you got here?
you have some buffalo sauce, some
You
sweet
mentioned
chili.
the sauce. And I love that
I
they're
mean,
in
he
these.
really didn't need any extra inspiration to
You're
eat the
eating
food.
all the food.
I don't have to shake it out. It makes it easy. Would you like a chicken wing?
I mean, I would love
Yes.
everything on the table.
Enjoy the
actually.
party. There you
Well,
go.
thank you very
enjoy the
much.
party.
Might I warn you, there's no napkins on this table anymore.
You know what? I think I'm going to save the food for the
we'll
break
save it.
so that I can pig out. Because I actually really want to learn about how to throw a Super Bowl party. I don't know what a Super Bowl is. I definitely don't know what a Super Bowl party is. All I have heard is that you're supposed to eat wings and drink beer.
Well, you know what? Those are the fan favorites. But again, I think to open it up to some folks who may not be interested in those type of things, we have so many people who are doing like the Whole30 and are vegetarians and are plant-based diets. And so for them, something like a mashed potato bar or nacho bar is a really good thing because then they add all the accoutrements that they want to their dish and make it really specific to them.
So you have the things separated so they can have fun and create exactly what they want. It's not just coming pre-ordered and then they can dip. And that's a great idea.
So I can add my cilantro, my scallions.
Let's do that.
I did wonder what that was for. So you're just topping up the nachos.
Absolutely.
I see.
Add a little
thing with these as well.
Exactly.
And is it important to sort of color coordinate your table to the food, or is that just
well, not necessarily the food, right? So in this case, if you wanted to have, let's say,
I'm making it.
I think it looks good. No, in this case, what you may want to do is, the Eagles' colors are green and gray and black, and then for the Patriots, it's red and navy. So there's ways you can integrate it. So for instance, you have your cupcakes here, and they have red. You might want to put some blue sprinkles on it. So there's ways to make it more colorful and customized.
That looks lovely.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And you have all these little things down here too. Are those meatballs?
Those are actually falafel meatballs.
Oh, so people that are vegan or vegetarian have options of stuff to eat as well.
Absolutely. We want to make sure that we take care of them as well. They're special people too.
Right?
Now,
that's true. Special people.
For those people like me who don't particularly have any, stop stealing the food, Jahil.
Somebody's hungry today.
No, I'm just making sure it tastes well because it goes along with the theme,
Yeah,
it's like
sure,
a little
sure.
football.
Yeah,
Quality control.
All right. So for those of us that don't have that much of an interest in the sports, but like you said, we can watch the commercials. And I'm assuming we can also play games.
Absolutely.
So what sort of icebreaker games would you suggest?
Well, there's a couple of things that we can do. There is this thing called prop bets, right? And essentially it's making a bet on literally any single thing possible. So it could be like, I bet you the next commercial is about beer.
Oh, wow.
Or I bet you the next person who comes on television is going to be a female. And you can place the bets like that, that make it a little bit interesting for those folks who don't necessarily like football.
I like this idea.
Yeah.
I feel like with this, I can actually, maybe next year, throw a Super Bowl party of my own.
I'll be there. I'm ready. And when you're not doing wonderful football parties, you're planning the multi-million-dollar big budget celebrity events as well. Talk to us about some of the
Morris Chestnut.
Go ahead, name drop.
So, by the way, before we get on to that, can you just secure me an invitation to the next one? Because everyone we've mentioned is a chocolate drop. Okay.
I think I have a connection or two.
Thank you, darling.
So who else have you planned big parties for?
I've had the honor of working with such great, amazing brands, especially those who kind of take care of like the multicultural community as well.
Okay.
So HBO is a great client, Dropbox, Barnes & Noble, Hennessy, Jack Daniels. I mean, I think I could probably go on and on and on, especially in the wine and spirits world, which is nice and fun. But no, it's been an amazing year, and I'm really grateful for it.
Would you say that there's a lot of pressure to sort of get it right when you're working with all of these huge clients, so from the celebrities to the multinationals?
Always. There's always big pressure to put it on right, especially because they're so specific to who they are and they're the brand guidelines. And you want to make sure that they're who they are as a brand is being kind of put out in the experience as well.
Do you have a favorite celebrity that you like working with? They're just so much fun.
Or that you don't like?
Oh, yeah. Even more importantly.
You know what? It's really interesting because I do work with a lot of artists who perform on stage, and oftentimes I have to ask them to do things that they don't necessarily want to do. But somehow I am very persuasive at it. And
So how involved would you say these artists are?
Yeah.
If you have to persuade them to do things, are they the sort of people that are like, hey, no, I want this, and you got to get this right, and blah, 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 yes, what are you doing? Stop! Or are they kind of like, just do what you want?
Whatever.
No, I will say my clients are more of the, you know what, Yaz, we trust you, do what you like. However, if I have, an unruly, artist or something, usually I'll put my mama bear suit on, right? And it's like, well, you need to get up on that stage. Let's go.
Okay. Let's get it done.
I love that.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so I have to ask, everyone's wondering, which side of the table are you voting for this weekend?
Well, I will say this, right? So you can see through my gray outfit that I love.
Yes, and your sparkly skirt.
And my sparkly skirt that I have to stay a little bit neutral because my team did not make it. Who dat?
I'm sorry.
But, if we're going to pick sides,
Right,
I'm not,
you could pick sides.
I mean, if we have to pick sides.
Yeah, let's turn this into an icebreaker game. I bet you they win.
Oh, she's like, which one of them?
It's an eagle.
I bet you. In fact,
The Patriots, I just think the Patriots have won too many already.
Too many.
Tom Brady has had enough rings.
I was about to say,
give somebody
what
else
team
a
is Tom
chance.
Brady on?
Yeah, he's there.
So they're winning.
Yeah,
again.
Well,
You know,
I don't know
think
they're
they
winning.
should.
You
No,
can't
they're
put that
winning.
out
He's been
there.
injured lately, so
No, but they're winning.
hopefully not. But
Guess we'll
okay.
see this
So wait,
Sunday.
real quick question, because I always have this problem with cleaning up after the party's over. Is there a set rule like, all right, y'all gotta clean up or go? Like, what is the rule about cleaning?
You ain't got to
up?
go home, but you got to get out of
Right.
here.
I would prefer they stay and help though.
You know what I actually like to do? I will buy those containers from the 99-cent stores, like the aluminum ones.
Okay.
And leave them on the table. That way people can take the food home. Because half the time it's like you think you're going to eat it, it ends up staying in your fridge until about a week later. And you're like, I wonder what that is.
Right.
So instead of that, that's the case. And then to make things super easy, what you can do, and this is a little trick.
Okay.
Obviously here I have glass, but if you want to throw everything away, you put a piece of garbage, like a garbage bag underneath. And if everything's, paper or plastic, you can literally take the bag and just and wrap it all up.
And just throw it away.
That's
and throw it away. As long as there's no liquids on there.
Before we let you go, you do have to tell us how we can get in touch with you, because I'm already considering booking you for my birthday party.
Right.
So, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers are as well. So how can we get a hold of you?
Well, you can look me up on Instagram at Yaz@pop, or you can look me up on my portfolio site, which is Yaz Quiles, YAZQUILES.
All right, now you definitely have to come back for our Oscars pre-party and show us how to get down for the Oscars, right?
You know who I'm voting for.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Everybody
Black
back?
You already know. Yes.
And we are about to go on a break. Stay tuned for more Rise Entertainment 360. You can take a bite because you're still on camera.
Welcome back. You came back too soon. We're still grubbing on that amazing food Yaz
So
made,
good.
right? Oh, it's good.
I
Great
can't
segment. Okay, well, I'll finish this up, okay? All right. Well, indisputable legend Quincy Jones has given us yet another reason to love him. For once, it has nothing to do with music. In a GQ profile interview, the iconic musician talked through some of the most memorable moments of his life and career. And get this, when you used to be best friends with Frank Sinatra, Michael Jackson, and all these amazing people like Marilyn Monroe.
Well, he actually turned down Marilyn Monroe. She asked him for a date, and he was like, no.
No? Okay, all right. Well, that happened, but otherwise, he was giving us a nice little peek inside his life.
Yes,
in the magazine.
indeed, because he's had such an extraordinary life, so he had a lot of material to choose from. Now, one anecdote that we couldn't help but get stuck on is the revelation that the 84-year-old music producer, conductor, and composer has 22 girlfriends.
Say, what?
22.
Wow.
When asked if he was married, Quincy casually replied, I'm not. I got 22 girlfriends. Before revealing just as casually what kind of arrangement they all have.
Wow.
So if you want to know more about this, you've got to pick up a copy of the issue for all the saucy details.
But at least he's, upfront with his playboyisms.
Right?
He's like, I'm a playboy.
He's like,
I'm
hey,
playboy.
I got 22 girlfriends. You want me number 23?
Oh, all around
And
the
then
world.
they're like,
That's
yes,
crazy.
yes, I'd love to, Quincy.
And they're all young. Like, they're very young. A lot, like half his age.
Yes, he's got girlfriends from the age of 24 to 42.
That is a true player. I'm just saying.
I
If I wasn't married, I'd be like Quincy. Oh, see, love, there you go. All right, well, moving on.
Now, yes, let's move on to baby mama drama.
Yeah, and hopefully this baby's not by Quincy Jones. But Khloe Kardashian is pregnant, as we all know, and she wants the little mommy and me time to herself. She wants a little R-S-P-E-C-T.
I mean, you can't even spell respect.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what you bring to me. How's the song go? I don't even know the song.
I mean,
Oh,
okay,
the
let's
respect
move on.
song. Either way, she wants a little private time, and she wants the paparazzi to leave her alone. Treat her as she's just a normal person.
Yes, give her a little bit of respect when she's at the airport at LAX. That's right, almost baby mama K wrote on Twitter, I really wish paparazzi would understand how hard flying is on my body right now. It's the only time I feel incredibly exhausted, swollen, and nauseous. Screaming rude things and taking my picture when I already feel like crap, I can really do without. At least be quiet if you must.
I love the voice. That's how
Whatever, Chloe. I mean, listen, if you got famous one way, you've got to take it that way. Okay?
Exactly. You can't pick and choose when the paparazzi is going to be good for you and not good for you. That's part of the job, okay?
Yes, it
You're
is.
used to this. Cameras
And we
are
all
always
remember
around
the
her.
days when your momager used to call the paparazzi to wait outside the restaurants and clubs for you. So you can't turn them away now. Okay?
shade? Okay, all right.
Now, should we move on?
To a real royal family, maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
A family I know a lot about, but have never met.
Right.
Did you actually know that the royal family has a WhatsApp group chat? Yep,
that's
I am
pretty cool.
talking, about the likes that, you know, the kind of one that you have with your family where your mum shares articles or links to articles that you never read and your brother never responds to anybody's text.
I made it home safely.
And then your brother's like, seen, no one cares.
Yeah.
That kind of WhatsApp
Oh
group.
gosh, well, but this revolutionary news begs the question, what do they really chat about? Is it like us, like normal stuff?
Yes,
or-
so apparently they have all of the family in, so not just the ones that you know and not just the ones that we're seeing on screen now like Prince Harry and Prince William, but also the extended family like Princess Beatrice, etc. So they
The
all-
nobodies? No, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I'm joking, of course. It's still royal.
So yes, it is. They're just a normal family, and also I heard, you know, from the phone call I got from the Royal House, Kensington Palace press secretary, that Meghan Markle is actually going to be delivering her own speech at her wedding.
Oh,
It's unheard of.
that.
This is big news.
Like she's breaking all the other rules. Why
Yes,
not?
she is.
More power to her.
Yeah.
I hope, is she in the group text yet, or does she have to wait till she gets actually married first? and then she gets
Unfortunately,
in?
the palace press secretary did not confirm nor deny that.
We'll be
but
on
I
this
will.
story.
I'll ask him and I'll get back to you.
Just stay on that.
Yes,
for
I'll
us.
stay on it for
Okay,
you.
All right. Well, good news is also in order for the TV show The Chi, as Showtime has ordered a second season of the hit drama series, which was created by executive producer Lena Waithe.
Yes,
That's pretty
indeed.
exciting, and executive produced by Common, of course, in addition to Ayanna Floyd Davis of Empire.
And Hannibal fame.
Wow, everybody's in this, right?
So Ayanna's actually been signed on to be the season 2 executive producer and showrunner. Now the series was produced by Fox 21 Television Studios and will go back into production in Chicago later this year.
That's very exciting news for them. Now, the January 7th premiere of The Chi was the strongest series of Showtime. That's pretty impressive.
Yep.
The show Billions was on in 2016. And according to the network, the series have averaged, get this, 4 million weekly viewers across
4 million?
platforms. Yes.
4 million a week.
Yes, that's why I got a second season. They're not playing around.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah.
I can only imagine that the recent episode, because this is what the figures that they released, the recent episode actually outperformed the premiere.
Wow.
By 41%.
And usually that doesn't happen. Usually it declines
Exactly.
in viewership as the season progresses.
But
so.
it's a great show, and she deserves to win all the Oscars,
Yeah, and if
all
you-
the Emmys, all the Golden Globes. The
All of
Chi
them.
airs Sunday nights at 10 p.m. ET and PT on Showtime.
And we will definitely be watching.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll still have jobs to come back to, because I hear that could be changing in the world as well. We may be watching TV all week.
Listen, I don't know that my job is secure anymore.
Right.
Because robots are really taking over the world.
Robots.
A robot.
Okay, break it
First
down.
there was Sophia, now there's Erica. So an eerily human-looking robot will be taking over Japanese Airways this spring as a TV presenter. And you can see Sophia on screen now. Erica is actually a lifelike robot that was created in 2014 and kind of looks like Sophia by the director of the Intelligent Robotics Laboratory at Osaka University, and his name is Hiroshi Ishiguro.
Wow, what was that name again?
Hiroshi Ishiguro.
Wow, that was impressive.
Thank you.
And so is Erica. Check her out. She looks real. Her skin looks real. Her lips need a little touch up on the makeup there, Sophia. But I'm just saying, you're gonna take our jobs, get it right.
So mean.
Now, Erica will be making her debut as a newscaster in April, but details on which network Erica will be appearing on, well, we'll have to wait for that.
Yeah, we don't even know exactly what her role is going to be, but her creator has revealed to the world that his life goal is to provide the robot with independent consciousness, because he says that she's the most beautiful and human-like autonomous android in this world.
Sounds like he got a little too close to that robot. You know what's that movie where they fell in love with the robot?
How do you know what I was thinking?
Like,
Yes,
okay,
yes. You know what?
interesting.
They always say art imitates life, but I think that this might be a case of life imitating art.
That's very interesting. But it's also interesting that he wants to give her a possibility of thinking on her own,
Right.
like humans.
No,
like
but
they
that
could make-
scares me.
Yeah.
Because if you like anger her,
Oh yeah, she can be like,
she's just all she has to do is be like,
oh.
and just reboot all your computers and send
Or shut it
your
down.
CVs to the wrong people and just, I mean, and,
Have you seen the movies, people? Everything where the robots take over the world, they shut it down, they kill everybody. I'm just saying.
please
good.
leave
All
me
right.
out of it.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. Very fair. Very fair. All right.
Now, here's some news that I almost don't want to report.
So sad.
Because we kind of knew it.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen.
DMX is going back to jail.
Again.
Again.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, again.
In fact, he was taken into custody in a Manhattan court on Tuesday morning for failing his drug test, which puts him in violation of his probation for his tax evasion case.
Now, we're told that the judge ruled X, as they call him for short, X, was at flight risk after testing positive for opioids, cocaine, and Oxycontin. He just didn't do weed. He took it in. He went in. Like, he did the most extreme thing.
He did indeed.
Now, as we reported, DMX was supposed to be completing rehab during this time, and he had been given some leeway to travel in recent performances.
Yes, indeed. So the judge said, hey, I know that you're a touring artist. Let you travel.
help you out.
Right?
Right.
And then you go and do some oxycodone and cocaine and come on, X. We're rooting for you. You heard us? We're rooting for everyone black.
Yeah, we need some new music. How about that? Just focus on the music.
Exactly.
Chill out for a minute. Okay, so this next story I'm very excited about.
Tell
Do
me.
you remember Saved by the Bell, that hit show?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, with Screech.
Yes, Screech, Zach Morris, Kelly, all those people.
Yes.
Okay, so now the hit show starring 6 very different students and one quirky high school principal. Well, they had this iconic diner that they would always go to and meet up. And guess what? Recently, a restaurant in Chicago opened up, and it's called Saved by the Max. The location, same thing. Saved by the Bell, Saved by the Max, because, you know, you got to, Max was the place.
Interesting
name. The location first opened on June 1st, 2016, and closed exactly a year later. But now, a pop-up diner and bar is coming to L.A.
Yes, indeed. And you can see it on screen now. The LA location will open on Tuesday, the 1st of May, and tickets will go on sale Friday, the 2nd of February. So get ready to visit 7100 Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood. Unsurprisingly, there's already a wait list to get a reservation, so sign up now. But what I want to know is, when will Zach Morris be making an appearance?
Lord. And will he come with that big cell phone? Remember when the cell phones first came out? I was like, this.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I definitely think we should go there when we're out there for the Oscars. Let's stop by, do some segment, because it looks so cool. It looks like they thought of all the details.
I'm gonna dress like a 90s kid. I'm gonna dress like Riplay in my dungarees.
I don't know if we should go that
carry my
far.
boombox. Wait, do they have boomboxes? And
Yeah.
Well,
They walk down the street like
exactly.
this.
And then I'll be like,
We'll have it all set for them. Don't worry, we got your back.
Now, as we saw just 5 minutes ago, we're both foodies. We love to eat.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now we know some of the hottest food trends of 2018. So according to new data from the restaurant management platform Upserve's State of the Restaurant Industry report, items with jackfruit, coconut, and charcoal are among the top-selling menu items of the year.
Now, jackfruit, I had to actually look up. I was like, what is a jackfruit? It's like a little fig thing. It grows on a tree.
Yeah,
it has
on
a lot
screen
of
now.
a lot of.
I think we should go find some jackfruit. Let's go to the market. Let's go.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow for more Rise Entertainment 360. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Katura Kang.
I'm Shannon Lanier.
See you tomorrow.
Peace. I was like, jackfruit. I don't know what that is.
It's from Africa. That's why you do it.